Hi, Kevin here. For dinner tonight, we're fixing chicken tikka masala. Now, I don't know how authentic my recipe is because there are tons of variations out there. Nevertheless, it is an absolutely delicious Indian dish. It goes really well with Basmati rice and naan. So let's get started on the recipe. Alright, so the first thing we need is a marinade for the chicken. And for this, you need 1 cup of full-fat yogurt. I'm using some really good local yogurt here. And to the yogurt, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Now, I'm using garlic paste today because I happen to have it. Well, that's about a teaspoon right there. And then we need about a tablespoon or so of minced ginger. Same thing, I have my ginger in a bottle. If I can get it out of here. Move. There we go. And we need a ½ teaspoon of garam masala. Sprinkle that in. And a ½ teaspoon or so of turmeric. Okay, and then, oh, and we need some salt. Again, about a ½ teaspoon. Going to give that a quick stir. Oh, this yogurt smells really nice already. And then the chicken. What I have here is 1 pound, actually it's about 1¼ pounds of skinless, boneless chicken breast. And I did freeze the breast just slightly to make them easy to cut into bite-sized pieces. So in they go. Of course, 1 piece fell on the marble board. And then just stir so that all of the chicken is coated. That looks good. And then, hang on, I have to grab some plastic wrap. Okay, so cover the bowl with plastic wrap or a plate. And then we're going to let this marinate in the refrigerator, for 30 minutes to 1 hour. And what the yogurt will do is, well, the acid in the yogurt is going to tenderize the chicken. So the chicken is going to be extra succulent. Okay, we'll come back. All right, we're at the stovetop now, and my chicken has been marinating for about 45 minutes. So I have my skillet over medium heat. I'm going to add a glug of olive oil. Give that a little spin. And then we need to add the chicken to the skillet. And I'm using a slotted spoon here because I don't want all of the yogurt marinade to go into the skillet. Going to lower the heat a little. Now I'm using a large skillet. If your skillet is smaller than mine, this is a 12-inch skillet, you might have to do your chicken in 2 batches. And what we're doing here is just browning the chicken. We're not going to cook it all the way through just yet. Yeah, and you just don't want to crowd the chicken. Okay, and I'm going to let this chicken brown for about 3 minutes on each side, and then we'll come back. Okay, the chicken cooked for 3 minutes on each side, and I've just transferred it to this pie plate. I'm going to set this aside for a moment. Then I'm going to add a little more olive oil and about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. We'll let the butter melt. Okay, and then going to add 1 large, roughly chopped onion. Get all of that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to first saute the onions while scraping up the fond at the bottom of the pan. The fond is the bits of stuck-on chicken, and they are caramelized and loaded with flavor. Okay. And then cover the skillet, lower the heat, and let the onions sweat just until they're soft. That will take about 5 minutes, so I'll come back. All right, the onions should be done. They're nice and soft. So now I'm going to add 1 28-ounce can of tomato sauce. You could use tomato puree if you prefer. Okay, and then we have to add a whole lot of spices and things. We're going to start with 5 cloves of minced garlic, and here again I'm using the equivalent in garlic paste. There, we'll call that 5 garlic cloves. And then we have to add some ginger, about 1 tablespoon. Here again, I'm using the paste because it's just really convenient. And then, what else do we need? Turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon. And the turmeric, of course, is going to give this sauce a nice orange color. And then we need some cumin. Here's my cumin. And how much do we need? I have a list over here. We need turmeric, cumin, 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Yes, I'm being very exact. And then we need some paprika. I'm using smoked paprika because it's all I have. 2 teaspoons. And 2 teaspoons of garam masala. I always want to say marsala, but it's masala, as in chicken tikka masala. And I think we have one more thing, and that is cayenne pepper. Be careful with this stuff, because if you add too much, it will set your mouth on fire. And we don't want that. So, I'm going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of the cayenne. Make sure I have everything in here. Garlic, ginger, turmeric, cumin, paprika, garam masala, cayenne, yes. And then give all of this a stir. And then raise the heat to medium, and we want this to come to a boil. And after it comes to a boil, I'm going to lower the heat and let the sauce simmer until it reduces and thickens. You want a good caramelized sauce for this dish. Yeah, I fell in love with Indian food when I was in my 20s. I was living in New York City, and I was a struggling songwriter. By struggling, I mean penniless. And some friends introduced me to an Indian restaurant called Bombay Palace, or maybe it was called Bombay Dynasty. It was on the west side of town. And every Sunday, this restaurant offered an all-you-can-eat buffet for $9.99. So my friends and I would go to the restaurant on Sundays, and boy, could we put away a lot of food. So we got much more than our $9.99 worth. Yeah, I fell in love with Indian breads, and I especially love the naan, and I don't remember the name of the bread, but it was made with lentil flour, and I fell in love with roti, and of course I fell in love with chicken tikka masala. Okay, we're coming to the boil here, so now I'm going to lower the heat and let this simmer until the sauce really reduces and thickens. And that's going to take about 15 minutes, so we'll be back. Okay, we're back, and this sauce, look at this, has thickened dramatically. And again, it smells heavenly. So now, clutch your pearls, because we have to add some heavy cream. About a half cup. Stir that in. Yeah, the cream makes this sauce very rich and very delicious. And then we can return the chicken to the sauce. Just pour it all in there, all the juices. And then we're going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we can plate up the works. All right, so what I have here is a shallow bowl filled with Basmati rice. And by the way, I do make large quantities of Basmati rice, and then I let it cool to room temperature and freeze it. Very convenient to have that on hand. And then here's the chicken tikka masala. And first I want to taste the sauce, just to determine whether or not it needs a little salt. No. Oh, it's perfect as is. It is spicy, but it's not quite set your hair on fire spicy. Okay, and again, you can control the quantity of ingredients, when it comes to the spices. So now, here's what I like to do. Just ladle the chicken tikka masala over the rice. And then, of course, you'll want some naan. Set this over here. And then I chopped up some cilantro, which makes the ideal garnish. Sprinkle that on. I'm sprinkling it over the rice as well. And now, let's have a taste. Chicken looks beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfectly cooked. It's moist inside. Oh, it's excellent. And of course we know the rice is excellent. Let me just dip some naan into the sauce. Oh yeah. Well, I hope you'll try this chicken tikka masala. It's actually a very easy dish to do, and again, it's out of this world delicious. I will post the list of ingredients in the description box below, so check that out. And also, please like and subscribe, and be sure to tap the little bell icon to receive notifications. Also, be sure to post a comment below. I do read all of your comments, and I really love hearing from you. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.